everyone, and welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm going to be doing a flip through of the month of July in my medium passion journal. I'm going to get started straight away. So my first double page spread is not finished. I don't know about anyone else, but I always leave these till the end. I've just put a piece of Amy Tangerine paper. It's got a lovely iridescent shine. I don't know if you can see that. And this gorgeous sticker from L&B Makes. She does gorgeous stickers and loads of them are personalisable. Is that a word? Personalisable? I don't know. Anyway, so love that sticker, and I will probably put loads of stuff over this as the months go on. But next page, I'm done nothing with. Don't know whether I will, might just stick them together. Then I have got an About Me page. So this is just a page signifying what I'm all about. I like to look back at my journals and my planners and see what I was like as a person, and I've just used a load of alpha stickers. You know when you get to the end of a sheet and you just got like odds and sods left? I just stuck them down, all the letters of the alphabet, and just wrote a little bit about each letter. Some of them are serious, some of them are ridiculous. And all this stuff around the edge is from a paper gang box. This is just some of the packaging and some of the stickers that were in the paper gang box. So that's that page. Another unfinished page. This was going to be a vision board, but it became more of a kind of just a sticking down stickers and bits of paper thing. I have a word of the year, and that is create. So that means I'm going to be creating art, creating journal pages, creating things, but also creating a life for me and my family. I'm married and I have two little girls who are currently aged 2 and 4. So I'm just trying to create the best life for us all at the moment. I don't know whether you can see in the light, but that says Planner Girl there. I'm not sure whether you can see that. I've got some gorgeous stickers in here. I've got this one from the Jones Way. I've got these from Pipsticks. I think that's Happy Planner one. And I think this was from Paper Chase. I think it's a wedding one, but it's pretty, so I like it. And then this quote is from a Planet Mindful magazine. I really like that magazine just for all the stuff that's in it, but also for things to cut out and stick in my journal. Really good. Next page is a double page spread for the title for the month. I hadn't ever done one of these before, but I thought I'd give it a go. I did it really simple because I didn't want to push myself to have to do too much. Really simple quote, adventure is out there. And then hello July, I just hand lettered those, and then I stuck this sticker down from being Bethany Rose. We were going to go camping, so it just fitted perfectly. I'd had it in my stash for a while and it was finally the time to use it. The next page is my first 2 days of the month. Felt odd going from a daily to this journal because I was making just one page for a day, but I wanted to do the whole page, the whole double page spread as being cohesive. Excuse all the stickers, but that's just because I've got pictures of my children in here and I don't really want them all over the internet at the moment until they can tell me that they want to be over the internet. So that's what that is. My favourite colour is purple, so I've got lots of purple all over it. I've got these gorgeous stickers are from Nova Bell, and I had been hoarding them for a while, but it seemed to be finally the time to use these guys, and I just popped them in the 4 corners there. Got this gorgeous purple washi tape from Gretel Creates. That's another lovely shop. And I've got quite a few independent shops, so I'll just point some of them out. These guys are from Stick with the Plan, another really cute shop. I've got Being Bethany Rose, Sticky Samosa. I've got one of the poppets from Laura Jane Styles there. And then this is from Pipsticks, which is not such a small brand, but it's another really good one there. Really good days these. One kind of fun day, which was just a normal sort of day, but you may see The Great Showman mentioned a few times in my journals. My children are obsessed with it. I think we're about 5 years too late, but they love it. I was going to say take a shot every time you see that, but probably be on the floor. So please don't do that. I did not say do that. The next day we went to Jimmy's farm, really lovely day out if you're in Suffolk. And of course I got sunburnt because the sun shone a bit, and I have very pale Scottish skin and it does not like the sun. So that's those 2 pages. Next 2 pages I have here are using a lot of stuff from Pipsticks, another wonderful shop. I've always liked Pipsticks. These were sticky notes which I've just fussy cut round, some lovely washi, some more post-it notes there. Also for the numbers, I just drew some numbers on those guys, you know what I mean. I really like this. This was a picture, my eldest daughter, who's 4, she's going to school in September, and she drew a picture of her teacher wearing the school uniform. And she had a really good go at writing her name, and she did it all by herself, and I just took a picture and then printed it out smaller to pop in my journal. You might see lots of running in my journal. I do like to run. For me, it's not about speed, it's about just clearing my head mostly. It just makes me feel better. I'm not very fast. I don't run massive distances. I just do it because it makes me feel good. Really liked this napkin when we went to Nando's. Messier than 2020. Yeah, that was good. So I just separated the sheets and stuck them in my journal. And I'm a medium person. I don't like it too hot. I don't want it not hot at all. So yeah, just middle for diddle. That's me. It got a few other bits on here. These are Bowler Bear designs. I didn't mention that before. These also are Bowler Bear designs. And we've got another little pop-it up there from Laura Jane Styles, and another one from Stick with a Plan up the top there. So the next day it was a really nice day, and I did quite a bit of journaling about being a nice day, a rush day. I just drew some scissors because I had my hair cut, and then I didn't have time to do anything else for that day pretty much. Then I got some bad news about my grandma, so I just did a bit more journaling and stuck a card over the top of that. This girl here was inspired by a James Burke video that I watched. He did it where you did over 2 pages and did some colour theory and contrasting colours, but I just wanted to draw it like that, so she matched my stencil print here. I do this with just a stencil and some Distress Oxide, just to make it look kind of bubbly, I don't know, and just that's why she looks like that. Okay, next pages. I thought I'd try a bit of similar but different this time. So I did the bright yellow and the bright blue, but I did them the same way, using a watercolour wash in the background for both of them. I also have lots of these little stickers from when I was teaching. I used to do a lot of stickers for marking and just general behaviour management stuff, and I have loads of sheets left over, so I thought I'd just try and watercolour them and see what happened, and then just peeled them off and then drew these little sort of stitch marks around the edges. I don't know how well you can see that, but I just thought that looked quite effective, and I might have to use those again. I also became a patron of My Green Cow at this point, so you'll see lots of her gorgeous stuff around the pages coming up. Yeah, this is also the day I fell over. Oh my goodness, I really hurt my ankle, but I must have looked ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, another beautiful sticker here from Bowler Bear Designs. Just adore her stuff. I just thought it went beautifully on this page here. I went another one there, and I got some more Happy Mail from L&B. I think actually I got this sticker at that point. So that was good. Right, next pages was when we went to Tennessee Fields, which is a country music festival. Really, really good fun. With COVID, we missed it last year, which I'm kind of glad about in some ways, because we would have had a 1-year-old festival, which probably we would have coped, but I'm not sure how much we would have coped. But yeah, we all had a fun time. It rained, of course, because it's a festival in England, but it was really good fun. I saw some really, really amazing acts, and the girls loved camping. It was fun, but yeah, camping with a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old is never the easiest thing in the world. The next day was a funny one where I was loving my own bed, and then I get a phone call in the not early hours, but sort of early in the morning, from my mother saying she can't get her nose to stop bleeding. So she had her first trip to A&E, which is not bad, but I had to take her there, and it was a bit of a drama, and she ended up staying overnight, and oh my goodness, it was, something. But my youngest little girl got her hair cut in that afternoon, which she loved because she felt like a princess. I just drew this little tiny pair of scissors just to signify that. And there's a good few shops in here. Let's see. We've got Being Bethany Rose here and here. One of the gongs. I think this is Chip. She's my favourite. L&B Designs again. Always true, this statement for me. I think I've bought this about 5 times. It's really, really pertinent to my life. I'm trying to be gluten-free and dairy-free at the moment. It's not going brilliantly, but this is not bad pizza if you're after something without gluten and without dairy. I would recommend that. But, oh yes, of course, England lost the penalties the previous night. I didn't journal about it because I was journaling about this, but yeah, that was really sad. I've got another tip in here about some personal stuff, but yeah, that's that. I just made this sticker because it felt, I don't have a lot of drama in my life, so it felt fun to put big drama across my journal. Right, the next page, yes, it was just a really fun day, really. We went to this wonderful place. If you're in Suffolk, really recommend Yaya's house. It's really good fun if you've got little ones. And getting my girls' report was lovely. And my car passed its MOT. Hooray! So good. More my green cow stuff. You can see my printer ink is starting to run out there though, so that's not ideal. I've also got Flump. I think this is the first appearance of Flump, which is a character from Little Pencil Designs, another fantastic shop. Got more Bowler Bear designs there as well. I just made these guys here, and the little caricatures of my children there as well. Behind this, I've had a few people ask about that. I just have some stencils, and I just use distressed oxide and just dab it over the top and create this wash in the background, really, which is kind of crinkled, this sort of is leafy, which is why I went with the kind of leafy theme. Leafy tree theme here. So, next pages were pretty simple. I had a bit of a rubbishy Thursday. This Wednesday was pretty okay. I did lots of exercise, so I popped this, I think it's from the Coffee Monster. And, this is another shop, Lovelin's Life. And Studio Kate here. And then we've got lots of Stick with a Plan girls here as well. Another Being Bethany Rose just there. So this was the end of term for my girls' nursery. They don't go to nursery a lot, but that was kind of a bit sad to say goodbye to people, even though they're coming back for holiday club just one day a week. But yeah, saying goodbye to the people that don't work over the holidays. Was quite sad. I also made this little guy here. Keep your eye out for him because he's going to be big. So we had a pretty rubbishy day of news, so I didn't really do much other than just write down my thoughts. My grandma was very poorly and my father-in-law was very poorly, so it was just a bit of rubbish news that day. So I didn't really do a lot other than write, because I do find writing things down does help. Next 2 days, again, tried to make the page cohesive, and it was a honeybee sort of a design. This is a stencil that, again, I just put some distress, I think it's distress ink, not distress oxide, over the top of. And these, again, are from Nova Bell. Nice and quite simple design. This was a lovely day where we went to soft play. The next day I went up to see my grandma, who lives about 3 hours away, and she has dementia, so we actually had a really fun time. She was in a very happy, positive mood, and gave me this lovely bit of advice: surround yourself with happy people, not grumble guts, which I think is a really, really good piece of advice. But it was so hot, and yeah, I was sweltering. Elderly people often have their homes excessively hot, but she isn't able to move very well, and nobody had opened any windows for her, none of the carers, so I was trying to open windows, but you worry then she's going to get too hot. Anyway, but yes, because I was telling her that she needed to have lots of water, and she called me Mrs. Know-It-All, which was quite good fun. Okay, the next 2 pages. Again, I tried to keep them similar but different. So I've got the purpley page and then a pinky page. I just put a wash of watercolour over both of them. I've tried to do, I don't know how well you can see on the camera, a gradient from like dark to light, coming to lighter in the middle. I don't know how obvious that is. We had a lovely day, but it was so blooming hot. So hot, I can't cope with the heat. We had the musical for my children's nursery, and the poor kids had to stand out on stage in the blazing heat in their costumes, and yeah, my children did not enjoy that at all. But there we go. The next day, we had the transition morning for my biggest girl, and she was absolutely fine. So having had quite a meltdown the day before, I was really worried, but she went off absolutely fine. And then we met up with my youngest daughter, Meredith's best friend at the park by accident, really. It was just one of those we bumped into. And also, oh my gosh, so many flies. We had so many flies in the house. I use a diffuser, and I was pumping out citronella, and it was barely making a dent. There were just so many, because we have a field right behind our house. It was not fun. My husband was away that night. He often is away for business trips, which is a shame, but has to be done. Next page, got these girls. I can't remember where I got them from. It was so long ago. So sorry if anyone asked me that. I can't quite remember. I've got a few Pipsticks there, and I also drew a potato because we grew potatoes, and that was brilliant. There's a fly here. It's like I summoned it by saying there were flies. Oh no, sorry about that. Again, you might see behind, I've got another. I had a stencil, and I just did some distress oxide behind it just to give the page a bit of colour. You probably can tell I'm not really a fan of white space. The B page was probably like the most white space I've ever really done. I like things to be filled as much as possible. So there, I did that across the 2 pages, and then used this gorgeous Gretel Creates tape in different directions just to liven things up. Well, this is also from her as well. These big numbers, in case anyone's wondering, and the big letters, big days of the week, are from just something I've made myself, which I think look quite nice, so hopefully you do too. Then I've got these guys from L&B Designs, no, L&B Makes, sorry, get the name right, which was what I was doing. I was just working on stuff that day whilst the girls were at their holiday club. I made these little bears. I've always called my husband Bear. Yeah, as you do, you have strange names for people, don't you? But yeah, so this is where the little bears come from. So dropping off and picking up from holiday club, that's what they signify. And this was a lovely little picture my eldest daughter, my 4-year-old, drew of me and my husband going out for a meal, although I think I'm holding a very large glass here. She knows me well. Oh my gosh, this fly is annoying me. I hope that's not annoying you. And that grandma would look after her and her sister. She thought we should do that, which I totally agree. Okay, the next page. I tried to keep the pages similar. I just did a little bit of stenciling on the top, and this was quite a break from what I normally do. I tend to be more colourful, but I love some of the neutral stuff I see on Instagram and on YouTube, so I thought I'd give it a little bit of a go. And I'm quite pleased with how it came out, but I mean, I'll let you judge that. I really like this quote I saw in, oops, hold on, I've lost me a bit there. I really like this quote I found in Planet Mindfulness about sitting, how much it can damage you at a cellular level. Me and the girls particularly are not good at staying still, and these 2 days were days where we were out and about a lot, so it just really made sense to have that there. And yeah, so I think, oh yes, this is when we went to the one of the near villages to the library, and the fish and chip van was there. So we had fish and chips because why not? And we sat out, and then yeah, we spent a long part of the day out and about, and then we came home and played in boxes of water because our paddling pool's got some sort of puncture and I can't be bothered to get another one, so they have boxes of water. And they really like it, so win-win. And the next day we were out and about again. We found out my mother-in-law's parents had got COVID, which was not good because my father-in-law was awaiting surgery at that point. So that wasn't great, but we did have a fun day despite that awful news. Then another couple of brighter pages just to contrast, and you know what? I think I like the more neutral, which is very unlike me. There we go. This was a nice day where my in-laws took the girls out to the cinema, and my husband and we went into one of the local cities and had a Five Guys, which was amazing. And I bought a dress, and then I ordered it again in pink. So I bought it in blue and ordered it in pink. But there you go. Once you find a dress that fits, it's nice. Also, this gorgeous tape is from Bowler Bears Designs. We've got more gonks from being Bethany Rose here because they're just bloomin' cute, aren't they? Then this day I had a lovely morning, took the girls to a soft play and thought I'd worn them out totally, and I might get to have a little sit down, and I even brought my Kindle down, which was not a good move because I sat my bum down and had to get up straight away. Someone needed me straight away. I also put this here, my parsley. It's growing back. When we went away on camping, when we went camping, something ate all of my herb garden apart from the mint and the rosemary. Everything had been eaten right down to stalks, but my parsley is starting to grow back. I think the rest of it's ruined, but that was quite exciting. I also popped this little sticker down because we'd been having a play week about moths and caterpillars and butterflies, And that's just to remind me of that, because it's been really fun. We've done lots of lovely crafts and lots of lovely learning about that. The next day, oh, that's come unstuck, was a day we went to London. It was one of those impromptu things. We just decided that morning. My husband had the day off work and we just went for it. We went to the Science Museum, which was really good fun. My children really like space, so they really enjoyed that. But the best thing for them was the underground. My country bumpkins that walk across fields to see their friends, they just thought it was incredible. All these people getting on and off the train that goes underground. They thought it was incredible. They have been to London before, but my littlest was quite young when we went before because of COVID. So yeah, it was nice. Nice to do that as an impromptu thing. Next 2 days together, just did a really simple black and white spread. Yeah, I cut these hearts out of Pipsticks packaging. I just think they really catch the light really nicely. I'm really pleased with those. Yeah, I can't think whether there's anything interesting that happened on those days, not particularly. So we've got this another quote cut from Planet Mindfulness magazine. I've got lots of those, haven't I? Just lots of things going on, and just in our personal lives. So this quote: "Do not take anything for granted. Not one smile, one person, one rainbow, or one breath." It just was very pertinent to that moment, so I wanted to stick that in. This was a day when the girls went into some holiday club for a little bit of the day, which was quite nice. So I was able to get a few bits and bobs done. I rang my grandma. She thinks that she's in the same county as me, but she's not. But she's really happy that she's there, so that's good. And I went out for drinks with my friend, which was really nice. Also, I've popped summer playlist. At the moment, it's not continuously The Greatest Showman. It is Jade Helliwell that my children keep asking for. She's one of the artists that we saw at the Country Music Festival and the Tennessee Fields, and she's really good, so check her out. She's on Amazon. I think she's on Spotify as well. So yeah, and we got some tomatoes. Hooray! They're coming through. They're green, but you know, they're coming. Next day was awful. We got really bad news about my father-in-law's brain tumour, that he was going to have an operation on, I've just realised that says Saturday, that should be Friday. He was going to have an operation on Friday, but it couldn't happen because the tumour's just gone too far, too big, grown too quickly, and there's nothing that can be done about it. So it's just a waiting game and making the most of every moment game. So I just wrote because that's what you can do. Yeah, so that's what that is. I did write a little funny bit as well, because even when it's really, really rubbish, you can often find some funny bits. Like my 2-year-old telling the the librarian that one of the books had the word fart in it that we'd read, and she thought it was very funny. This day was not Saturday, it was Friday, but it felt like a Saturday clearly because that's what I've put there. It was supposed to be the day that the surgery was going to happen, but it didn't happen. But I planned for me and the girls to be out for the day. And we had a lovely day with our friends, and then we saw my in-laws and talked about possibilities of chemo and that, and it's still all in the up in the air, but yeah, just rubbish. Cancer is just terrible. Anyway, I made these corner stickers, and this one as well. These are a couple of Happy Planner. These, I think, were from Amazon, but I can't really remember, to be perfectly honest. And these guys are from Loveland's Life. And then this sticker, this washi tape is from Bowler Bear Designs. Just what I'm going to have to be wearing my positive pants for the girls at the moment, just so that they're not worrying or overwhelmed by anything. And then the final day of the month was actually Saturday, not like I said the day before. But anyway, so yes, then this was a day where we couldn't see my in-laws, so we just went, right, we're going to get out of the house, and we went back to Jimmy's farm, and we had a really lovely day. I've done another neutral page just because I was feeling kind of neutrals at that moment. Lots of browns. My love of diffusers is there, strong. I can't remember where this is from. Studio something. No, I can't remember. It's not coming. I think this is coming across. It looks really orangey, and I really hate that I did that. I was trying to do a nice little wash, but it looks rubbish. Never mind. Again, I've got another stencil, and I just used some ink over the top. It does make the writing a bit harder to read, but I can read it fine, so I'm pretty cool with that. And then we come to August, and that's my title page for August. So that's it. I'm now going to do just a really quick flip through for people that didn't want to stay and watch the whole thing, which I probably should have said at the start. So I'll do that now, but thank you for watching with me, and I'll see you in August.